Quick demonstration for you guys. This is the Harbor Freight Windshield Removal Tool, item number 96339. I'm going to go ahead and use it to remove the windshield in this 1996 Volkswagen Golf. This is a parts car that I'm keeping the windshield for myself. I need it for my own project. You can see the interior is pretty much stripped down, so it's going to be a little bit easier for me without the dash in the way, but basically the same concept if you do have the dash in place. First thing I'm going to do is remove the windshield trim to get some better access to the sides of the windshield. I did have some excess adhesive in the corner and I'm just kind of cutting that back. Just be careful with the paint underneath. Just giving myself enough room to get the tool up and in place. And then you're going to take the knife tool and there's a little slot on the end. You want to feed the end of the wire in and just kind of wrap it around a little bit. And then starting in the corner, working from the outside, you just want to feed it up into the inside. It's a little bit sharp, so I do recommend wearing gloves for this. And then you want to get it in and take your tool out, keeping downward pressure on it. Grab your T-handle, and on the T-handle there's one side that has a hole, and then there's a slot, and then up top there's a little receiving hole. So you want to feed it in through the hole, and then up through the slot, and then just bend over about a ½ inch of wire at the very end, and then you want to insert that wire into the receiving hole. And then once you've got that in place, you want to just slide the handle back down and just pull tight on it, kind of push down, and you're all set. Same thing for the inside. Now they recommend using about 2 to 3 feet of wire. I think that's a little bit much. I think you should really use 1 to 2 feet of wire. I was kind of having a hard time getting good angles and running out of places to put myself and running out of arm's reach with 3 feet of wire like I had. So I trimmed it a little shorter, and you could see I was, almost at the end of my reach, and I wasn't even at the halfway point of the windshield there. So definitely think around 1 to 2 feet is definitely a good start. Just trying a little shorter each time. So I decided to go up through the top. You can see I have no interior, so it was a lot easier for me to just get in through there. And then pulled a little too hard. So the reviews are saying that it does have a tendency to snap. It's not the strongest wire. It's kind of a wire that bends and takes shape, takes a bend and keeps that shape. So I'm going to give it a try another time with some music wire I have. It's a lot springier. It's a lot stiffer of wire. So once again, set it up same way. And then get it around the corner. You want to be careful of your interior trim. I was actually hitting the edge of the A-pillar plastic and cutting right through it. And same thing, pulling on a little bit too much of an angle, and it went ahead and snapped. It was just kind of catching on the metal of the windshield frame. So I just went ahead and fed the tool back in again. Got it started again. Went a little shorter with the wire this time. You can see that's much easier if you only have like 1.5 feet worth of wire. And then into the corner, I ran into the same problem with a lot of windshield adhesive. So it was kind of holding me up. I went ahead and just ended up taking the tool and just cutting myself a little bit of a relief in that adhesive just so I could have more room to get around that corner. And pretty much, 3/4 of the windshield is done now, so I went ahead and got a suction cup and a bungee cord to keep the window in place and tried to find that good angle. It's tough to figure out how far your arms are going to go in, so basically setting up again. Tried it short, could only get so far from inside the door frame, so really that wasn't the best way. My next option was to go ahead and try for extra long next time. So I went and I figured that if I couldn't get it from the one side of the car, I'd try to get it from across the other side of the car. So I made it so I definitely could reach it from that side, and a couple pulls and it came out super easy. So that's pretty much it. Just want to be careful taking it out the rest of the way. All in all, I think it's a decent tool. Like I said, I'm going to try it with a little bit of a different wire next time, but for the most part, for the $16.99 that it costs, it definitely gets the job done. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.